Good evening, ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggedy beasties. This is Alex, coming at you from the underworld, and welcome back to another episode of... For the majority of it, this channel is not intended for children or young adults, but I do review some books that are intended for young adults, and when I do those videos, I try to keep it as clean as possible. But if you are a parent, just know that there are some videos on this channel that are explicit when I'm reviewing books that are intended for adults, so please use your discretion when watching this as a family. But the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I understand that a lot of people are probably just locked in their homes at the moment. They're unable to really go out and just have a good time or anything because of the coronavirus outbreak. And because of that, I wanted to compile a list of books that I felt would be suitable for adults and young adults if you are a family who enjoys reading horror. And with the titles that I selected, they're in no particular order, and all of the titles that I picked are ones that you can download on Amazon or other book-related sites onto an e-reader or even audio. Now, there is one book that was not available on audio, but it is still available in ebook. So I really tried to pick my favorites that were available where you could get them in your hands before the day was over. And this is something where you could do it online and not have to go out and meet the public. First off, we have a great classic. This is The Thief of Always by Clive Barker, and this is hands down one of my all-time favorite books. It's something that I read for the first time when I was maybe in junior high, and I loved it so much that I rambled on and on and on about it, and my dad finally decided to read it. And after he read it, we had great discussions about this book. It's something that's fun, it's dark, and it's pretty much about where this goblin comes down from the heavens and he abducts a child named Harvey. And Harvey is bored, and Ritka says he's going to take him into the sky so he can have an adventure. And when Harvey gets up into the sky, he discovers this big mansion up there where one day is summer, that night is Halloween, the next day is Thanksgiving, and that night is Christmas. And then it just repeats itself. And while this seems like something that's just absolute fun, there's a lot of horrors that go along with this dreamlike state. And the thing is, it honestly becomes so dark, it's like Stephen King. And while Clive Barker is known for his depictions of graphic sex, violence, and gore, this book has none of that in it, and it is very suitable for adults and young adults. Now, this is also available on audio and ebook, so you do have your options to download and get this in your hands before the day is over. The second book is... The Witches by Roald Dahl. Alright, this is one of my all-time favorites. It kind of has like this really strong folklore-ish vibe to it, but it's set in a modern day, which of course when this was written it was the 1980s, so modern day would be the 80s. And truth be it, every time I pick up this book, it totally brings back nothing but nostalgia. This is something that I read when I was like in elementary school, and even though it has a very strong vibe that's whimsical and fun, there's also the darkness as well, where you have the witches who are trying to exterminate all of the children because they absolutely hate how the kids smell. And this is also a book that is going to be made into another movie, and I say another movie because they had done one version of this where Angelica Houston played the Grand High Witch, and the movie that they're remaking from that is supposed to have Anne Hathaway as the Grand High Witch, so I'm very excited about that. Now, with this book, it is available in ebook and audio, so again, you can have this right at your fingertips before the day is over. Now, on to the third and final book. Aha! the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark series. Now, this is something that is not available in audio, but it is available in ebook. And if I remember correctly, all 3 ebooks are available as a bundle where it's under $20 on Amazon. So you do have the opportunity to get this in your hands before the day is over. Now, this is recommended for ages 9 and up, and it has a lot of folklorish and urban legend style stories in it, and it's really something that still gives me the creeps as an adult. And so even though it says for ages 9 and up, there's some pretty scary stories in here, and it's probably going to just scare the ever-loving living hell out of your kid, but hey, live a little. Might as well. And besides, y'all are all together as a family unit at the moment anyway, so hey, there you go. All sleep in the same room, have a camp out in the living room, make some fun out of it. So this is something that I do highly recommend. There's tons of fun stories in there. There's also some little songs that you can sing as well, and it gives you like the notes. So if you have like a piano or something in your home, you can just add notes to the lyrics. So this is something that I highly recommend to kill some time and just to simply have fun. I hope you enjoyed the list that I provided, and I hope it does bring tons of entertainment to you and your family. And those are books that I do plan to give a lengthier review of in the near future. It's just that I would like to read them again before I do the review. That way they're fresh in my memory. So totally expect some more detailed reviews for those books. And I guess that's all we can really cover at the moment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. I have tons of other book reviews coming up in the near future. As a matter of fact, I'm working on some book reviews at the moment where the books have been recommended to me. So the next book review should be available this Sunday. But if you have not subscribed, please do that. And if you would like to contact me on social media, just go to the description section of this video. My Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are all available for you to contact me. And I do also have a Patreon as well, which thank you to Joseph Baylott, Lisa G, and JL Mulvihill for contributing to my Patreon account. If you decide to contribute $5 a month, I'll give you a shout out. If you contribute $10 a month, I'll give you a shout out. And plus, at the beginning of every month, I'll send you over a piece of my photography. So those are the options, and if you can do that, that's awesome. If not, that's still fine. All I simply hope is that you return to this channel and continue having fun watching my videos. And by the way, JL Mulvihill, she is a young adult fantasy steampunk author. And if you are interested in steampunk or young adult fantasy, check out her work. It's available online. And I believe everything she has is also available in ebook. So just not only print, but ebook as well. And again, her name is J.L. Mulvihill. And those are the initials of the letters J and L. So if you decide to hit her up online, let her know Alex sent you. And until we meet again, I hope you have a great week. I hope you remain in good spirits. And if you are feeling under the weather, I hope you improve very quickly. And I hope everything goes well for you. So until then, have a great week and sweet nightmares.